Well, welcome to this week's episode of Lachie's Weekly Footy Roundup. Well, it's not going to, although we're going to be scrapping the round review this week, just for the week, because I couldn't get to a computer. Anyways, let's just do the predictions for round 8, as it's going to be a bit short, this one, due to time congestion. For this one, we got Essendon versus North Melbourne at Marvel Stadium. That game was played last night. Well, yesterday I had Essendon by 21 points, but they were close. It was Essendon by 3 points. I nearly got that one wrong. If North Melbourne had kicked that last goal of the match. I watched a bit of it on television. It was a pretty good game of footy. North Melbourne showed a bit of fight. I couldn't get it done against Port Adelaide and Essendon in the last 2 weeks. Best players I had for Essendon were Zach Merritt, Jordan Redley, and Will Setterfield. He's doing pretty well since he got back in the team. North Melbourne I had Will Phillips and Tristan Sherry. Now, tonight we got St Kilda versus Fremantle at Marvel Stadium. For this one, I'm going with the Dockers by 21 points. Best on ground for Fremantle, I'm going with, well, their midfield trio of Caleb Sarong, Andrew Brayshaw, and Shea Bolton. St Kilda, I think I just had Rowan Marshall and Jack McRae for this one. Now for Saturday footy, we got Bulldogs versus Port Adelaide at Mars Stadium in Ballarat. Jed Boslinger's first game in Victoria as a Western Bulldog. Although it's going to be in Ballarat, not in Melbourne. Don't worry, Jed, you'll get your Melbourne debut for the Dogs in 2 weeks' time against Essendon. And this is only his second game. Shout out to Jed. Hopefully you enjoy the content and subscribe to my channel. Anyways, for this game, I'm going with the Bulldogs by 10 points in Ballarat against Port Adelaide. Because the Dogs play very good footy over in Ballarat. Nothing personal against Port. It's just that the Dogs play better footy up in Ballarat. Adelaide versus Carlton at Adelaide Oval. Well, I won't be going to the game tomorrow because I got my first Athelston game for the season against Tate Gully. Anyways, I got Adelaide winning that one by 40 points. Best on ground for the Crows. I'm going with Tex Walker, Jordan Dawson, and I'm going with Isaac Rankin, Carlton, Paddy Cripps, Sam Walsh, and Carlton's new Irishman, Matt Carroll. Okay, the reason why I'm kind of called him a new Irishman is because, well, in his 3 games at Carlton so far, he has not lost a single game. And it was a term of luck of the Irish. Collingwood versus Geelong at the MCG. I'm going with... Sadly, I'm going to have to go Collingwood by 1 point. Best on ground for the pot. I got Dacos as best on ground for Collingwood. Geelong, I'm going with Bailey Smith. West Coast and Melbourne at Optus Stadium. I reckon an upset might happen. I reckon the Eagles might win this match by 10 points. And now we got the Sydney Derby at the SCG. I reckon the Giants will likely get up, as they're ready to bounce back after 2 straight losses. Hawthorn versus Richmond at the MCG. I'm going with the Hawks in their 100th anniversary game, celebrating 100 years of their very first game against Richmond. Got Hawthorn by 60 points. Last game of the round, the Q clash between the Gold Coast Suns and the Brisbane Bears at the Gabba. For my prediction for this game, what do we say we run out to play? Gold Coast try to dare to beat the Bear. I got the Brisbane Bears winning that one by 30 points. In a relatively close key clash. And that's it for this week's episode. Next week, we got a showdown edition right here. And I'm going to be welcoming my third guest star for the season. And his name is Mr. Zayden Burnell. Best mate of one of Chargate's participants, Cameron Bibble. Shout out to Zay Burnell. I enjoy your content. And, well, I'll see you Tuesday at workshop for the podcast episode.